Hi, Sam Christensen again. I came to California in 1973. Yipes. And I came out here for a 6-week job. I was working in New York, and now it is, 40 years later, I guess. Is that right? 40 years, 41 years later, still in Hollywood, still meaning to go back. But one of the things that kept me here was a really fantastic opportunity to work on a show called MASH. I want to tell you more about that later in depth, but one of the great things about that was working on a show that had an underlying purpose over and above entertaining people, which it did very successfully, and as you might know, it was a top 10 show in the country for most of its 10-year run, and often the top show. But the other thing that was great working on it was that the underlying desire was to help our country get past the Vietnam War, to get over the conflicts that were built in, that sort of ripped our country in half between the people who understood and supported the fighting of the war and the people who did not understand and did not support it. And MASH was what I think all entertainment does besides entertain. It was a force of moving hearts and minds. And it wasn't discussed. Nobody sat around saying we're making an anti-war show, but everybody knew, and everybody cooperated in that in their own way. Some people were much stronger about that than other people, but we knew that we were doing something that made a difference in the living rooms of America. And I think a lot of times actors, writers, directors get very involved in everything that it takes to succeed, to make movies, to pull deals together, to get parts. And I think sometimes we lose track of the reason that we initially committed to this industry and to storytelling. At some point, some movie or TV show made each of us laugh or cry or taught us a lesson. And we thought, gee, I could do that. I could tell stories. I could tap dance. I could sing. I could act. I could write. I could direct. And MASH taught me how important it is that over and above the various other reasons that we make entertainment, we also make it because artists are the mind changers, artists are the heart movers, and artists are the people that support the progress that our culture makes. And MASH was a real opportunity for me to learn that lesson. See you next time.